Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Dear brothers and sisters of Earth, I am Lyle. I come to bring you another report, and I can tell you that I haven't brought you such a wonderful report in a long time. All the dark underground bases have already been completely dominated and taken over. There is no longer any type of risk for you. The destruction of these bases, indeed, has to be done with great caution, with a lot of planning. Because they created a network of mass destruction, where if just one point was detonated, a sequential reaction would occur. So everything has to be done very cautiously and with great precision, but there is no longer any danger in them detonating everything they created. This is over. The moment is now on the surface. The time is now for arrests and to bring the truth to light for all of you. But this mission is not ours, this mission belongs to those who lead this process. Let's say that we will be eagerly awaiting the revelation of our existence, the revelation of why we have been here on your planet for some time now. Yes, this will be a source of great joy for us. Being able to effectively display our ships will be a moment, Sananda would say, of pure ego, but we don't have that feeling. The moment of our exhibition would only be to confirm to those who already believe in us, the truth, our existence. Show you our beautiful ships, show you what you can build in the near future, and be able to walk through the universe, exactly as we do, with great joy and with great ownership in what we do. I can't tell you that there are no trips through the universe strictly for pleasure. For the pleasure of discovering new worlds, for the pleasure of making friends, yes, of course they exist. We do not know all the people of the universe intimately, we know some, diplomatically, that is, they are part of the Galactic Federation, but we never visit them, as you usually call them, as tourists, who only arrive on the planet to see what is beautiful about it. Each one of them. Then I would tell you that the beauty of each planet, of each orb, is something very different from the standards you know. You are used to this dimension, where everything is very palpable, everything is very physical, but the nature that you know on this planet, few really have such splendor. This planet throughout the universe is known for its beauty, for everything that was assembled by Father or Mother God, to make it a beautiful blue planet. I am not saying that our own planets, our home, are not beautiful, it is very beautiful, however, we have learned to admire the beauties that this planet shows us and we can admit that they are immense. There is not a point on this planet, except if we can comment on the deserts, where there is no beauty, however, even the deserts are worthy of appreciation. Because they form very interesting shapes, mountains, and layers, which are very reminiscent of planets we know. So each planet, each one that exists in the universe, has its own beauties and you will learn over time to admire them. You, as members of the Galactic Federation, will be allowed to visit other planets, meet other civilizations. But all within a very well-programmed plan and order. No one arrives on a planet simply because they are sightseeing. This all has to be planned, there has to be permission so that there are no surprises. Each planet monitors its airspace, so to speak, very carefully. Because those who have been here for a long time are always trying to invade somewhere. This is their standard of living. So the defenses of each planet are always very well in place. We can say that wars effectively do not exist in the universe, but we know about their existence, about their successive attempts to penetrate other planets to make their military base there and explore that planet, as was done here. So we can indeed walk through the universe, but always with planning. Exactly like you do when you go on vacation. They plan, make reservations, and when they get there, everything is ready to welcome them. In the same way as the planets, that civilization will prepare a big party to welcome them, because they like them, they are very well mannered and prepared to welcome other races. And from now on, when you go to the fifth dimension, you will be included in this list of races allowed to navigate the universe and be very well received. but all with a lot of planning. So, being here today and being able to show off our ships, it's not ego, it's just a great joy to be able to show you what you will be able to do too. Of course, we have been in the 5th dimension and higher for a long time. However, we will be happy to teach you all the technology we have, so that you can begin this rise of new machines, new ventures all aimed at the 5th dimension. So we can tell you that in addition to being here today, hidden in a certain way in your skies, we will soon be living with you. We will be working side by side, and it will be a great pleasure for each of us to be part of this great development team on the planet. You will be taken to discover new professions, new positions, new types of work and, of course, many will feel very ready to be by our side, learning all of this for the evolution of your planet and your race. Yes, you will enter a 5th dimension planet, but you will have a lot to learn and develop, so that you can live exactly like inhabitants of the 5th dimension. You as human beings who will come from the 3rd dimension will also have a very profound modification in your bodies. But this will not be instantaneous, this will be gradual, otherwise your bodies will not support such a change. So we can tell you that you will penetrate the 5th dimension, in the minimum dimension necessary for this set, so that your bodies gradually, become accustomed to the higher frequencies. And I tell you, many will have difficulty adapting to this dimension. But we also have all the treatments and technologies capable of preparing your bodies through machines, through chambers, where you will be subjected without pain, without sacrifices, without any type of fear, so that your bodies get used to this dimension. So, fear nothing. No one will suffer, there will be no suffering to evolve. The only form of suffering there can be is when you refuse to evolve, when you refuse to be treated, when you refuse to not share the feelings necessary for this dimension. Then yes, it will be a much deeper and more painful training, so that you learn to live in the correct way. Not painful through torture, through machines piercing you, all sorts of things that you have already seen in your films, we can say quite gruesome, so that you reach the appropriate dimension. Everything is done with a lot of love, everything is done through many lessons, through mental training. There is no injection of chips, there is no injection of anything into your brains for you to evolve. You will take the time necessary for evolution, where you will be trained, you will be shown, you will be re-educated to live. And this process will last as long as it takes, there is no more rush, there is no future, time is the here and now. So you will be there, participating in these trainings so that you can live within the precepts of the 5th dimension. And we will be there with great joy, simply the way we are and you just the way you will be. And we will be forming a great alliance, an alliance of much love, an alliance of progress, an alliance of technological advancement, of cleaning your planet, where you will have a completely reinvigorated planet, completely clean, completely without anything that harms you. You will continue to feed yourselves for a long time, until your vibrations rise and you begin to give up physical food and start eating only, as we eat today. There is no point explaining here what this process is like, you wouldn't understand. So just believe that there will still be food. No one will be introduced to pills, nor to industrialized, closed packages, which are placed in water and turned into bread. This will not exist. Nothing is made industrially, everything is created with love, everything is created by our mind, but you will have food for a long time to come. Many of these foods that you use today, unfortunately, you will no longer have, because they are foods that were produced to, precisely, deteriorate your bodies. This is why mortality occurs after so few years. Coming to the 5th dimension and eating correctly, you will live thousands of years, because your bodies will no longer deteriorate. But for this to happen, these foods that will be generated here will have the property of, at the same time, feeding you, the property of cleaning all this dirt that is in there, everything that was put into your cells so that they would die quickly. So, you will take some time to change your own cells, so that perfect cells are born without any type of deterioration. So, everything will be very new, everything will be very learned. And we, our Arcturian brothers, our Syrian brothers, Andromedans, Venusians, everyone who is in the heavens now, will have the greatest pleasure, we will have the greatest love in teaching each one of you to live in this new dimension, to understand how everything works, what your homes will be like, how you will behave, what the parties are like, what the meetings are like, what the movements around the planet are like. I tell you, it will take you months to learn everything, because it will be a lot of new things, there will be a lot of new things and a lot of learning. So do not fear. No one will go hungry, no one will be left without knowing what to eat, because you will have plenty of food, you will have plenty of homes, you will have plenty of work, and all this with a lot of abundance and a lot of love involved. So this is what awaits you, this is what we are preparing for you, this is what your planet Earth is preparing for each of you. The change in your bodies, Gaia is promoting this change. You receive energy from the central sun that changes the vibration of your cells. And Gaia, having the same elements from which your bodies are originated and made, from bottom to top, she also makes this change. Taking with it from the moment you put your foot on the ground, everything that is being generated, transformed, trash, that your bodies are generating and you don't even know. Everyone is being changed, there is no distinction, there is no exception. Everyone will be ready to make the change. It just depends on each one of you. It just depends on the vibration of each one of you, if you allow this change, be ready for the new energies. So keep your vibrations high. Dream about this new world, because it is real. Very soon, it will no longer be a dream, it will be real for all of you who want to be part of it. And we will be there together, ready, to welcome you with a big round of applause, with celebration, with our immense hearts of light and joy, waiting for each one of you. And we will make this planet a great party, a great welcome for all of you. Never be afraid, because what is on this side of the fifth dimension is only friendship, abundance, prosperity, and lots of unconditional love.